Trouble. Let's speak now, shall we, to Leon Daniels, TfL's Managing Director for Surface Transport. Leon, good evening to you.
Eddie, good evening.
Any injuries too many? Just give us the way that you view this number. It is high, and it is, I imagine, for many of my listeners, surprisingly high.
Of course, we absolutely say that one injury is one too many. We're working really very hard to reduce the number of people that are injured. And we've done really very well, down by some 40-50% really between 2008 and 2013. But still, one is one too many, and we absolutely have to bear down some more on this. But let's be clear, the numbers that we're hearing are about people who've been injured. That's everybody. That's whether it was the bus driver's fault, whether it was somebody else's fault, and it's about people who have perhaps been just taken to hospital for a checkup just to make sure that they're all okay. In very many cases, these are just bumps and so on. And without in any way minimising that, that's across the number of people, 6.5 million people every day on the bus network. That's 2.4 billion every year. So I'm going to say any one is one too many. Yes. We're working very, very hard. The number, in fact, carries lots and lots of people.
Let's talk about the revelations from the bus driver there, that you prioritise targets over safety.
Absolutely not. And it's really very clear, safety is the top priority, and the driver is the person responsible for delivering that safety. Now, it's the same, if you fly an aeroplane. The captain on the aeroplane is taking instructions from air traffic control, but it's the captain who's in charge, and he can disregard those instructions if he wants to. Things are always done at the captain's discretion. Same on the buses. The bus driver is in charge. If he's getting instructions over the radio or in any other way about punctuality, of course we'd like him to comply, but not at the expense of safety.
Fine, you say that, but certainly, Charlotte alluded to the fact that we're going to have 500 more buses on our roads, but also tucked away in that announcement was better training for bus drivers. What will that entail?
Well, we're spending £25 million in the plan for further training, and that's because everywhere that we look, the customers are demanding higher quality. It's the same in retail.
I love the way you put that. It's because something's wrong, Leon. What are you fixing?
It's because we have to drive up further the standards. The customers are demanding higher standards. We want to deliver higher standards, and of course, as I've said, any one injury is far too many. So we're investing some more money. And if we think about some of the points that have been made on this programme so far, this is about making sure that the bus service is good, making sure that it's punctual, making sure that the drivers are, of course, driving safely, and the drivers are completely equipped with all the skills that they need to deliver a fantastic service. That's what everybody wants.
Yeah, no, it is. But if I put a call out for anybody who's been on a bus where they felt that the bus driver was, let's say, using their brake a little liberally, you know how many calls I would get?
I'm sure we'll get some. I'm sure we'll get some calls about it, Eddie. And as you know, when I go out and drive a bus, in fact, I had Nick Ferrari from one of your rival stations as my conductor only the other day.
You won't do that again, will you?
Well, I'm sure he will. And one of the great things about that is that the driver is in charge. It's a lovely job because you're in charge and you're in charge of your own destiny. But of course, it's a very difficult job because the traffic is bad, the circumstances are different every day.
So what my listeners want to know is that people aren't being put at risk because of outside pressures to do with keeping to a particular schedule.
Well, absolutely not the case, because whilst everybody wants the bus to run on time and people want the bus to run at the times that they like it and at the right frequency, safety is absolutely the top priority. And just like with the captain of an aeroplane, no matter what the instructions that are being issued, it's the driver's decision as to what he does and how he does it. He's in charge of the bus, he's responsible for the safety, and safety is my and is TfL's top priority.
Leon,
there will be a reckoning for the peddlers of hate who spread their